Now let's talk about the land itself. Now it's rumored that the Bifo Glacier in Pakistan is the longest glacier in the world, but that actually goes to Tajikistan's Fejanko Glacier. Now the Sayantian Glacier is the second largest, however the only downside is it's shared with India. However, you could say that Pakistan actually has two of the largest non-polar glaciers in the world, because although they share the Sayantian Glacier with India, the Bifo Glacier is the third largest in the world, equaling 67 kilometers long or 42 miles. That is a big glacier. Now this is the Tarbila Dam. It's located in Topi, Pakistan on the Indus River Valley. Now it is the world's largest earth-filled dam. Now this began construction in 1968, but it was eventually opened in the 1970s, and it has a length of 90,000 feet and stands at 486 feet high. Now Pakistan is also a country that is pro-education. As a matter of fact, it has a more socialist point of view towards its education system. Its constitution states that the state must provide free primary and second education for its citizens. Now keep in mind, Pakistan does have private schools as well, and the International Schools Consultancy says that Pakistan has over 439 international schools. Now Pakistan also has very unique buses and trucks. Unlike other countries which use simple bumper stickers, the people of Pakistan really love to decorate their trucks and their buses. Now a lot of these designs are people taking inspiration from their own home, because for some truck drivers, they are away from home for months. Now these trucks do have a particular name. They are called jingle trucks, and they are known more commonly in Karachi, and usually it's just trucks that are decorated, not really cars or vans. Now one thing that even surprised me is Pakistan has an extremely large irrigation system. And when I say extremely large, it's actually the largest irrigation system in the entire world. This is the Indus Basin, and it serves 14.4 million hectares of land, with a total length of the canals equaling 58,500 kilometers. And although Pakistan may not be a giant country compared to like Canada, the United States, or Australia, Pakistan sits at the 5th highest country in irrigated land area, with a whopping 202,000 kilometers squared, which if you compare it to America, it has only 264,000 kilometers square. Now Pakistan is also the 4th largest country in internet growth. Now it's hard to get an exact amount of how many people use the internet, but some sources say it has 35 million users, which is about 18% of the population. Now Changamanga is one of the world's most famous wildlife preserve near Lahore, and at one point it was considered the world's largest man-made forest. Now the forest began in 1866 by British foresters. However, in the last century it's lost 60% of the forest due to deforestation. However, in 2001 news broke out, and since then there have been attempts to replace the artificial forest. Now in our last couple of videos we also talked about how Pakistan has the 6th largest military force throughout the world. But how big is this army? Well, firstly, their army has an age group of 16 to about 49 years old, with an active personnel of approximately 613,000, with 513,000 people being on reserve. I don't think I've ever seen the reserve unit almost match the active unit. That is pretty insane. Now, as for spending money on its military, it ranks at 25th in the world when it comes to spending. Again, it is also hard to say how much the military truly spends on its efforts, but some reports say that it spends $7.6 billion across its 6 sections of its military, from Army to Navy to the Air Force. And last but not least, guys, let's talk about polo, because it's a pretty popular sport in the country. Because we can't forget that Pakistan also hosts the highest polo field in the world. It's called the Shandir Top, which is located in Gilgit, Pakistan, and it is more commonly known as the rooftop of the world. The field hosts yearly competitions between Gilgit and Chitral at an elevation of 12,200 feet. Anyways, that is it for us here on FTD Facts. We hope you guys really enjoyed learning a lot more about this great country, the great country known as Pakistan. But feel free to leave a comment down there below, guys. We want to do more videos for you. If you guys want to learn about other countries, other places, other people around the world, or just even institutions, let us know down there and we're going to look into it. But thanks for watching.